Welcome, here I've got Xiaomi Redmi Note 8T and I'm gonna show you the top tricks of this camera. So at first we have to tap on the camera button here to open it, and for now we are in the standard photo mode, so let's see what we've got here. Let me start with this settings bar. By going to the left or right, we can change the modes of this camera. As you can see here, we have the slow motion mode, short video, photo mode at the center, and by going to the right, we have 48 megapixels mode, so this is the best possible quality of this camera, portrait, night, panoramic, and the pro. So this is a lot. I'm not going to speak about all of these modes now because I don't have much time. Let me stay on the photo mode. I suggest you to make an experiment with that and just have a good fun. And here in the standard photo mode, let me start by tapping on the screen like that. As you can see here, we have access to this ring. This is the focusing, so we can focus anywhere you need. And this is connected with these small icons here. By tapping on this a little bit longer, we get access to the exposure compensation, and we can make our picture just more bright or dark as we need. This is how it works here. Now let's move to these buttons here. This is connected with the zoom. We can pick 0.6 zoom, so this is kind of ultra wide lens here, the standard lens with 1x zoom, and also get closer to 2. So this is how it works, and now let me show you how to zoom. We can do it by using 2 fingers like that, and as you can see also here is changing the number of the zoom, and we can get closer to the subject and also go back. And by tapping on this we go back to these standard numbers of the zoom. Now let's go to this settings bar, and let me start from the left. The first one button here is the flash. Here we can turn on the auto flash, so the camera recognizes when it's too dark and when it's needed. We can turn it on every time we take a picture, and here we have also access to the torch, so the fill light here. We can also turn this off here. And now let's go to the next one button. Here we have the HDR. Now it's turned off. We can pick the auto HDR, so the camera recognizes when it's possible to have this, and we can turn it on every time we take a picture also. I suggest you to keep this on the auto because this is really helpful. The HDR helps to improve the details in the brightest and darkest areas of our photos, and it really helps to making our photos just more beautiful. And now let's move to this button here. By tapping on this, we get quick access to the macro mode. So this is really easy. By just one tap, we go to the macro, and by tapping on this again, we go back to the standard lens. So let's go to the next one button. Here we have access to the filters. As you can see here, we have pretty wide spectrum of this, and we can pick this and make our picture just more beautiful before we take it. So for now, let me stay on the normal one, and let's move to this button in the right corner. By tapping on this, we get access to more settings we can manage. And for now, let me focus on the camera frame. Here we can change the ratio of the picture. Now it's 3:4, so this is how it looks like. As you can see, when I tap on this, we go to 9:16, so this is a little bit longer one. The camera frame here has changed. The next one here, by tapping, we go to full screen ratio, so this is how it looks like. And also here we have access to 1:1, so this is the square one. And once again, by tapping on this, we go back to 3:4, the original one, and this is how it works here. The next one button here I want to show you is the camera timer. By tapping on this, we can change the delay of taking picture. We can pick 3 seconds of delay, 5 seconds of delay, and turn it off by tapping on this once again. So for now, let me pick 3 seconds to show you how it works. And let me take a picture. And as you can see here, we have the countdown, and the picture was taken with 3 seconds delay. So now let's tap on this again twice to turn this off. And let's move to the tilt shift. By tapping on this, we can blur the background. This is useful when we take a portrait of someone, and we can pick the circle one or the parallel. And turn this off by tapping on this once again. Now let's go to the show grid lines button. By tapping on this, and tapping on this again, we can turn on and turn off the camera grid lines, and it shows us these lines. This is useful when we want to use the rule of third in photography and making experiments with composition. Also remember that these lines are not visible at the real picture. So when I take a picture and when I go here to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery, we can't see them, so these lines are only to help us taking better photos. And of course, by going again to the settings in the right corner and tapping on this button, we can easily turn this off. So here in these settings, the blue color suggests us that something is turned on. And let's go to the straight, and this is the camera leveler. So by tapping on this, as you can see, we can turn this on and off, and it shows us this line. This is useful when we want to keep our photographic topic straight at the picture, and this is how it works here. And to turn it off, we just simply tapping on this once again. And now let's move here to this settings in the left corner. By tapping on this, we can open the advanced camera settings. As you can see here, we have a lot of this. We have the camera settings, quick settings, and the general settings. So let me show you a few of them. And let me start with the camera settings and the watermark. By tapping on this, we can manage the watermarks of this camera. We can add the timestamp on photos. So by using this button, we can turn this on and off, like that. We can also pick the device watermark by the same way, so by using this button, so we can add just both of this or just one of this, as you can see. And with the device watermark, we have also connected the custom watermark. For me, it's hard reset now, so here we can, as you can see, write this and save this. And remember that the custom watermark is connected with the device watermark, so we can't add the custom watermark without the device watermark. This is really connected. And now let me keep this turned on, and let's go back to the camera to take a picture. Now let's move again to the left corner at the bottom to the gallery. And this is our picture. We have the watermarks at the bottom. From the left we have the Redmi Note 8T watermark the device and the hard reset, so the custom one, and from the right we have the timestamp. And this is how it works. Of course, to turn this off, we go back to the settings in the right corner, then in the left corner, tap on the watermark option and on these buttons once again. So for now, when we take another picture, this option is turned off. Now let's move to the picture quality. By tapping on this, we can change the quality of our photo. We can pick the high, standard, and low, and of course I suggest you to keep this on the best possible, so the high here. Now let's move to the quick settings, and let me focus on the volume buttons function. By tapping on this, we can change the function of these volume buttons here, and in the standard smartphone usage, it just allows us to adjust the volume. In the camera, we can pick from the shutter, countdown, zoom, or volume. So let me pick shutter for now to show you how it worked, and let's go back to the camera again. And now by tapping on this, I should take a picture, so let me try to do it. And as you can see, this works like that. So let's go back again to the settings and to the quick settings for a while, and let me focus on the press and hold shutter button. Here we can adjust it. We can pick from burst shot or focus. I want to show you the burst shot because this is really cool. By having this turned on, we can take a series of pictures by tapping a little bit longer on the shutter. So let me try to do it. And as you can see here, we have also the countdown, so we can take a lot of pictures at the same time. Now let's go again to the settings, and let's stay on the quick settings, and let me focus on the scan QR codes option. By using this button, we can turn this off and turn it on like that. And this is useful because when we have this, we can scan QR codes by using our camera, so we don't need any other app to do it. So this is really easy. I suggest you to keep this turned on. And now let's slide again to the general settings, and let me focus on the save location info button. By using this, we can turn this off and turn it on like that. This is how it works. And this option allows us to save the location of our picture. Also, the important information here is that to make it work correctly, we have to be connected with the internet, for example the Wi-Fi, and we have to turn on the location, so the GPS at this device. So remember about these two parameters to make it work. And now let me keep just turn it on, and let's go back to the camera to take a picture. Now let's go again here to the gallery. So this is our picture. When we tap on the center, we get access to some options in the gallery. So let's go to the right corner at the bottom. Here we can pick the details. And here we have the location. So with the full address, greetings from Kraków, Poland. When we tap on this, we go through to the Google Maps and we can check the location on the map. So this is really cool that we have this here. And let's go back to the camera and to the settings in the left corner here. And again to the general settings. The next one option here I want to show you are the camera sounds. So by using this button we can turn this off and turn it on like that. This is how it works here. And the last thing I want to show you, after turn it and manage all of these settings, sometimes we want to go back to the auto settings. We can do it by using the last one option here, so restore default settings. When we tap on this, we get a question to restore camera's default settings, and okay, so all of this came back to the auto. And that's all, thanks for watching, subscribe our channel and leave the thumbs up.